want to welcome our family members and newcomers to Sendero de los Brujos USA in Palo Mayombe. My name is George Ellis and I'll be your guide today. Please remember to follow us on all our social media and websites. You can find us as Sendero de los Brujos USA in Palo Mayombe. We have a very special podcast prepared for you today. We will be discussing the roots of Palo Mayombe. Stay tuned. Palo, or the Laws of the Congo. Palo is a group of related religious practices of Bantu origins. They are the roots of slaves brought to Cuba from Central Africa. Laws of the Congo also include names like Palo Mayombe, Palo Monte, Palo Congo, Brilumba, Buru, Ovia, Kidomble, Kimbisa, and much more. All of these ancient tribes come from the Great Lake regions in eastern equatorial Africa. Most of the Bantu people migrated to the other Central African regions to escape wars of conquest and expansion. Others to expand their tribes or to find fertile land to escape disease. After crossing the African continent, one of the Bantu migrations waves spread it out to the tropical forest in the grasslands area. These grasslands and forests stretch out through the Congo River and to the upper reaches of the Kunene, Kubango, Kuitu, and Kasai rivers. On these groups were humanity's African ancestors, who settled at some point in the late 13th and 14th centuries in the coast region that nowadays is known as Angola. They brought along their African magical and religious traditions with them. These Bantu communities gave birth to a series of small states that within time merged under a central authority known as Manicongo. The spoken tradition of Manicongo or Bakongo tells us different stories about the establishment of the Great Kingdom. One says that the 9 nephews of Manicongo left and crossed the river to settle in the region of Zaire. They settled throughout the south area of the Congo River. These lands were distributed among the 9 nephews. To these days in Congo, 9 is considered as a sacred number. By the time Manicongo reached a real legacy, it would have sworn their loyalty to the king and his war and peace. It was said that Manicongo and his nephews had the most powerful sorcerers, and only because of their powerful magic, they were able to control such a vast part of Africa. From the late 16th century, slavery kidnapped complete tribes from West Africa and brought them into Cuba. Slaves were taken from Cameroon to the southern parts of Angola. This included the areas of Mozambique on the west coast of Africa. Slaves could land in different parts of Cuba. Hundreds of Congolese, Angola, and Cabinda were placed on sugar, coffee, and snuff plantation scattered through the island. In witchcraft, the Bilongo Burukutela tradition, also known as salting, has its origins in the Congo Basin. Large numbers of slaves were brought to Cuba from this region. Therefore, a large number of the chants you will hear in Palo are made in a mixture of the Spanish and Kikongo languages. Other influences have further been introduced through their presence in Spanish-speaking countries Central and South America. It wasn't until recently in the mid-20th century that Palo began to spread outside of the local Cuban communities. It is unknown today exactly how many practitioners of Palo exist. Although in Cuba, you are more likely to find practitioners in rural areas rather than in the city. If you would like to get yourself consulted on Palo Mayombe, please contact us on the following numbers: plus 521 5614 096972, plus 521 561760 9082, and plus 521 5630 115608. Consults, lectures, and classes can also be done remotely. It does not matter where you are located, you can contact us for available dates, prices, and all questions you have concerning Palo Mayombe. Thank you, and goodbye.